Aloha, I'm Kellie Hosaka and I live in beautiful Hawaii. I just wanted to tell you, who I am, what we're about, and what has happened to us over the years. In 1995, I realized that I had spent 13 years of my life climbing the corporate ladder. I was working 14 hours a day. My husband was doing that too. He was working 13 hours a day. And we're both tied to pagers 24 hours a day. And we had done what we thought we were supposed to do. We were taught in the day of go to school, get a good education, climb the corporate ladder, be very loyal to the company, and you're supposed to be set for life. So I really thought that I was going to work for 40 years, in a safe, secure job. That's funny today, isn't it? But back then it wasn't. We really thought it was going to be that way. And then you're supposed to have the house and the family and, the dog, and everything was going to be fine. And I really thought that that was my life. But in 1995, as a mother, I realized my son was 8 years old at the time. And I can't explain it, but one day I just thought, my goodness, I am spending no time with him. I only have one child. I figured I had 10 years left, until he was 18. And I just knew that I couldn't keep on doing what I was doing. Definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting different results, right? And so in 1995, and this is before the age of the internet, can you imagine? But I decided to try the home-based business industry, and I did it from 3 to 6 in the morning. Can you believe it? Yes, it was 3 to 6 in the morning. And then I went to my 14-hour day job. I dropped off my son, went to work. My husband would pick him up, and then I would come home at maybe 9 o'clock at night. It was such a rat race. And we both were tied to pagers 24 hours a day, which means if it went off, we had to go in, we had to take the phone calls, and this was our life, right? And so that's why when I decided to really take the home-based business industry seriously and be what we call coachable and teachable, I really wanted to learn a better way. In 2 months of doing this 3 hours a day, from 3 to 6 in the morning. Now I live in Hawaii, which basically meant that I was working with people on the East Coast, and that was 9 o'clock in the morning for them. But in 2 months, I found myself bringing home more money than what I had spent 13 years of my life, working 14 hours a day at the job, building up to. And I thought, oh my goodness. The other thing was I was literally in my pajamas. I had not brushed my hair yet. I was on the phone back then. Now, today with the internet, can you imagine the possibilities? But back then, I was just really ready to learn a better way. And you guys, it changed my life forever because I left the corporate world in 1995. Been home ever since. My husband retired at the age of 39 in 1999. And it's been incredible. And then what's happened with the internet, what's happened with, social media, it's just unbelievable what's going on. And information has become so accessible. And I just really wanted to share with you, who we are, why we're here. It's been 14 and a half years for me that I've been fortunate to be in this industry, and over the years I have learned so much, and I really can see very clearly why when you're taught to just have a job, you don't get financially free, and you certainly don't have time. And in everything that's happening right now, I'm taping this in August 2009, and with everything that is happening, that word security has disappeared. And it's very interesting because when I started this business, everybody thought I was doing the risky thing, and yet I had already made the income. And today, the job is the risky thing. And having your own home-based business, having control of your own life, is the secure thing, because once you know how to do that, I can tell you guys, once you know what we know and we've learned over the years, then you're not depending on your job or somebody else to create your income. And it becomes what Jim Rohn calls, you become valuable to the marketplace. And once you do that, you can have anything you want in life. And so what we're going to share with you here, that's who we are, where we came from. What we're going to share with you over time is we really want to contribute and educate. You know, that's one of our main things. If I can impart and save you some time, so you don't have to make all the mistakes. And I remember how scary it was, you know, even starting in 1995. Today I'm sure there's so much information. Probably the challenge is not the information, but which way do you go? And then, you know, what's right for you. And so for me, I can just share with you, you know, our specialty is the home-based business industry. And one of my personal, I guess you could say, interests, and where I really resonate with, is personal growth and personal development. I will start to, over time, give you as much as I can of what I feel is really important in making the transition for me from having an, you know, basically a job and an employee type of thinking to an entrepreneur and a home-based business owner and freedom, and really changing what I thought, really changing what I valued, really changing who I am. And that changed our life forever. And so we just wanted to share with you. So my husband, by the way, quit his job in 1999 at the age of 39. And my son is now 22 years old, and he works with us, and he's independent. He does all kinds of things. And it's just an incredible lifestyle. And I really want to do our best to educate. So we invite you to join us here on our wonderful blog. We do want to just give you a lot of value. And if we can do anything to save you the time, save you from falling down so much, that all of the falls that I took, you know, there are easier ways. They really are. But you have to be willing to learn a different way. And you have to be willing to be coachable and teachable. And just be open is what I can tell you. Because your life is going to be magical. All right, take care. Thank you for joining us. We invite you to come and visit us often. As we say in Hawaii, mahalo, which is thank you, aloha, and join our ohana, which is our family. Aloha.